To the top, did a day, the speedy up, say for punk, be no chale time, no day, and up on what I intimate speedy time, no day, the tree sign, they be answer me speedy time, no day, and up on what I intimate speedy time, no day, for the Lord, give me favor, me want airtime, give me data. But some never cassava me theater. Every day, man, I hustle for the paper. Hey, I still do my thing. Bobby and Jimmy, oh, now you away the sin. Now I open a whiskey and I'm a penny gin. And for me, quite drove it soon and cover me, D. Yeah. But speedy up, say for punk, come no Charlie time, no day. Hey. And up on what I paint him, speedy time, no day. Hey. A tree sign, they be answer me speedy time, no day. Father Lord, give me favor. Me want airtime, give me data. But some they make us have a been theater. Every day, man, I hustle for the paper. Hey, I still do my thing. Bobby and Jimmy, oh, now you already sin. Now I open the whiskey and I'm a penny gin. And for me, quite drove it soon and come on with me. Yeah, but speedy up, say for punk, coming on Charlie time, no day. And up on what I paint me speedy time, no day. Your tree sign, they be answer me speedy time, no day. For the Lord, give me favor.
Me want time, give me data.
But some they make us have a been theater. Every day, man, I hustle for the paper.
Good evening to you wherever you are. It's 12 to 7 here in the evening. And my name is OG.
If you give me benzo,
I'll be with you for the next hour with some special political talks. I know you've been waiting for this. And a patupa. Well, your friend give and take by a young talker. Wait, I say ask and he shall receive. Seek and you will find. Now, what's saying? Bisa obey you are no.
I know talks are no money. But first thing first,
do one for me. Diana, good you. To Madame, Poli.
I know talks are no money. But first thing first,
do one for me. Diana, good you. To Madame, Poli. Just share the link and invite some more. It's about time. We're just about to set the ball rolling. The barber shas near Din Common to train Common near Shia de Swan. A Hassin Yina Yenim. The Yenim na Yebisa. The Yantias and Yebisa. Near Trey Adrian near Share and one wire. So what I says, and Yatim the Dian talk on Yabufu. It didn't sound common on normal levels. Normal talk, so I just say.
If you give me benzo,
I
give me long life. For me and the baby, and I told peace and I met I love you, I don't say one day we go die. But no be today, why? It's all my carry, I know I'm and no one to show, I don't have a right.
My mema only Monyamfua and a Hohua and Sakanifia and a Jui Aquaba. Sunny Yina Yenimuno.
You go fish strings, so.
And that Yanni opening Gaziaba. Ya Yenina Yenim say. A bass a young can of politics in Hong Kong, and I say politics and Samudia. Odimo a cotton yepa. Or ye, Onimonyam phobia, or Bunhona, or Don home. Ever politics in Semu. In fact, Papa Anasa Branty, Ayo Bia, or Wajidi, our politics in Muyeba. Yakagana gas there. Nature say a ho ena or share currently. Na ni dimpa yina obi adi nimu no aye ora Ernest Owusu Bempah. Na wo tedin bi o me nim say osom ana onsomu a. Ya say so onsomu a many beje say onsomu a mefa ne say fache me. Ya say edin no your friend aboa papon. Na nim say if usom ana onsom. Usomba. Nice one. Now no dan na sadi ne ba.
Kwamse fa kind of this mami.
Kwamse fa kind.
Yeah, Peace FM.
Oh.
Nyade boni. Nem say those days I started political agitations in Ghana in opposition days, no. Ya chime mami ko BNI NDC.
Oh.
So when I was arrested, I no.
Right.
The whole Ghana youth was ubia agitated say you know, the enthusiasm need the support and the whole country youth were giving for me now he was expecting say be a me buy and come no atum and obusa was obusa my first question say Owusu Bempah ugina now so na me say me gina me now so say aboa papa. So it became a household name, Aboa Papu, because he was thinking, say, oh, Ujina Onaso. So I wanted a distinct description for how my state is. Mijina Menaso say Aboa Papu. And then again, Openia Jokum, Ebechechi, me say Apapono, Echre, say, baby, obe drubia, and who bon. Assembly so it became part and parcel of me.
I see.
That's how.
Now assembly I
don't know. I don't know. Maybe I find myself at the right place at the wrong time.
The right place but the wrong time.
At the wrong time. Yeah.
Time no more to be blamed, but not.
Yeah,
the
but
place.
I'm always there to pass my views. Me come madwene, chire madwene.
Unchipa ye na free.
Mi angaza de me ma me papa nyina fra Asante Achimagogo.
Agogo.
Yes.
Oh. Ye wa brante bi okroma, ono ya Asante Achimagogo ni. Na o se ye friend be ma tintin gramo. Na so so hu no a wa ultimate na tintin ni dimo.
Me krom fo bebre wa ha. Me chia o mo mefa konya isu achia obi biara.
Obi aje
ye busuafo nyina mo wa ha a o mo bedipa. Ye chia obi a. Busuafo ye wo agogomankuo ye wo Asante Achimfo ne Kumasefo mo ye nkrofo nyina mo wa ha nyina me chia obi
ajo so sasna NPP New York chapter 4 so omo akwaba.
Yes, me jo mo so pa me party for chairman ne mpanimfo adwumaden amobo no your toil and your sweat will not be in vain. Me pese me no mo kra be hia. Intino I think say ye wi a MC Ebekasa wachiri na we the chairman me ba no mpofri mu say me ba be ma de bi after the ascent of intino say me pese me ne mpanifo be hia.
Nice one. Pennyfo so say me come on tia time bia na bre bia obeye wadwen say no be hia bia no omo ewo ho. The nim na sha Ghana Gas and I say nim say opposition crowd no the communication director deputy of operations. Yeah no I will find Ghana Gas and as NPP as a whole.
Oh, say yin ba ben mu anado dan kwakufu ado. Ebeye mampeni no paw me say menko Gina Ghana Gas na menye the director of communication and as a head of corporate communication for Ghana Gas who hear the biggest company
right
Ghana ema enyinam kanea ne enyam hoden ema Ghana timi gina na so company eno na provide LPG I didn't know aduane wo fie company provide gasoline condensate ema timi de gu ye cars akese ni machines akese the Ghana Gas Company is very strategic national assets. No, me na me head of corporate communications. Ana nyame adom na no aye to aba. National executives no. MPP amanyoku no ma Justin Kodua ene Nana Boache ne Yewura Stephen team ebeye party mpanimfo no. And party mpanimfo bo me din say memra meye abediachire Kasamafo party no communication director deputy in charge of operations for the New Patriotic Party. Inti me na meye abediachire a meye ntutuye for operations communication na me na meye abediachire a me di mu ansa me di rated ahiagba echipe me bo na chiridom.
Interested. As I'm out in my media, I was a little shocked. But this position, little checks about you, and I said what I really know about you, and it's Owusu Bempah is from NDC down to NDP. See, I know Dina Shame Finfina Daniako Yepi and Abe NPP, and I said, Obeja to Westini Pipim says, see, I only NDP ni be NPP niana.
Yes, of course. A political party, the Ghana Constitution, freedom of association, and it's enshrined in the Constitution of Ghana. So, ya chrono per se, or join any political party, you have the right to do so. And no non-channel, I've never been a member of the National Democratic Congress. I have never, and I repeat, I have never been a member of the NDC.
Oh, okay.
The TN say, Miwe University. O English ya bruchi me na me adwuma na Rollins yerebe fa me say me meye what we call PR me PR strategic communications me kuta master's degree in communications master's degree in strategic management strategic media management.
Interesting.
And me say professional journalist, a degree master's degree in journalism.
Okay.
And you know I was working for her and Triameka. So when she decided to contest for the presidency, I was the spokesperson for the former first lady until she formed her political party, NDP. Maybe a spokesperson for the party because she wanted me to lead the communications.
And Titamwana or no what NDC now call for president or joining.
I was never a member of the MPP. NDC, never. I've never been. Yes, send me a professional as a tailor Nina. Tailor ni wo political orientation now ni my dear Pamna president Zidi na China Pam ne tade manu and chese we a card bearer member, and that is actually ono na de me ba politics. What did they make an say?
In terms to say
very fine. Yeah,
come on,
no problem.
Nice one.
Yes.
Into a support to decision to join NPP now. And
I have always been a member of the NPP. Let me check you my background. Me wofa ni me papa num Dankwa Buzia Club by a tin wo Asante Achim North. Me wofa bini efe na nedua sabre. Me maame enua penny. Omo enomo fomu MPP. Me wofa for ene di MPP. Edubu ahin eba back to Asante Achim. Kojo ban redu kwa contest me papa mu na GJ Bosia di ko tua the parliamentary fee man.
I see.
And so I have always been an MPP and I'll always be an MPP. My family, has always been an MPP.
So what happened to NDP then?
NDP, I was just a spokesperson for the woman.
You were never a card-bearer member?
No.
I see.
I told you, sir, it metamorphosized into where you work and the woman was there, and then eventually you metamorphosized into a member of the
but I wouldn't say Abraham Mount that appointment, even some of the NPP gurus now be sorry, Ekasa, you are not a card bearing member, and it's our position you don't deserve it.
That one they came to apologize
after they find
people because they came to apologize because immediately minya appointments the Ghana Gas Director of Communications, they should go into the books and check. Maybe I'm a tour bunny, baby, I'm a card bearing member of the New Patriotic Party. See, I'm a baby, they card, buy. I share my wallet. I can show you when I was registered as a member of the New Patriotic Party, which was 2017, when I decided, I decided, I fully ready to join the New Patriotic Party.
2017.
Yes. And in fact, the sitting president of the Republic of Ghana encouraged me, say, the way I am and the way I am doing my job to support his cause, there's no way, say, make me I stay aloof. I have to be a member of the New Patriotic Party.
So they were kuma, and they were holding to talk, senior or reacted to certain things, be some political levels no more. Yeah, fan say wakoma ne how, and I will share that is one of your strategies. Sometimes be a asem be a say utimi hiti pa metati me follow pa. Utimi hiti ana me feel say about to blow cry but I want to blow asem bi wona say who say ade na wo ka no obi ka asem bi no wo chia no a the way I wo come asi sorry me sana me hu no but your reactions and our inactions bi aye hu and nti ya no aya na wo sheda and wo depict baby sir and I say that is you.
Let me put the question back to you, sir. If you are passionate about something and you know say no kre na wo ka asem a wo ka na no kre any baby a wo free bani the knowledge and the ability to understand situations, you come out with passion. And I'm somebody I'm always passionately driven. My life, has been passion. I do my everything with my kuma. And that is how maybe you see it. But when I come out inside me, and I'm emotionally passionate about everything that I do. Maybe I don't know how I see myself. Maybe you'll be the best judge to check. To tell. That. But once assembly no crowd o can me no to me means roni pebia say nipa we kese we tintin we akwala we penny. I mean Rubia. Now no ekwa sin of ekwa by election. They saw say Owusu Bempah doesn't stand on radio and talk. Then DC people saw me in the full glare to challenge certain bad deeds are no more videos. They saw baby I messed up they know say the lion is around. The lion is not only about kasa just because kasa radio so now what ten kwanchen baby and kasa tia na ye kasa mrantie bi omotete abruchire internet so a almost sorry atenie no mani ade no kan be man say obetie see the ground political arena. Is a boxer now tia bontina also Babu Mayweather. Babu Mayweather step in the ring and show your capabilities. And you don't just throw your tantrums and sit somewhere and be talking and insulting. We a bema pa branti bi kroma maden. So we a bema pa ujina ne naswa. Omra kutuka for 2 minutes. No sanko back. But the hondi nyenro. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, I'm so a Bema Ultra Radio so yeah Kevin Taylor. I want to mention his name. Oh yeah, Bema Bakrum hey. On Chile Owusu Bempah when you bra me person be bad the studio. Then they show him something.
This time and yes, and yes, one
me my dress man. Frame me call a nano number. If you are cross me call Virginia or baby or and I'll go there
to make arrangements.
I'll make arrangement. I will be so happy. Meaning 1-on-1. Oh yeah, Bema no.
I didn't know here.
No, because you see, me started politics. I was so daring. I faced the government of the day. The NDC at that time, John Mahama and Professor Mills and those people. They come margining. You see, I was being I've been a member of the AFAG. I've been a member of the Let My Vote Count Alliance. I've been all the agitation groups. We are still here. Berman said, democracy, America, Marcus Garvey's, we have the Malcolm X, we have the Martin Luther King. All these great leaders, they agitated against the civil rights society in America. And today, their names still remain an indelible mark in the minds of every American. The point that I'm making is, Bema, won't tell radio be a chinkasa, so your politics. You don't just stand somewhere and be throwing your tantrums and talking and me Bema now. We are Bema. Bema said, see get natural so see Ghana. I better radios. Are they your uncle for radios or criticize your mind? So if it's our boss, you stay in your corner and do whatever you want to do. But you don't stay and hide in some and you be throwing tantrums. And nintikura most of the I'm daring me person me announce say me wo krom ha me Owusu Bempah me amini me nyobia me amini me wa ha. It is also a Bema who invited me to his studio and I will make sure say I will meet him squarely. Na bibia ye bia na yakono level playing field. No be akọ the baby. So also a social commentator. Me so be a political commentator. What you say? Na adia and say me my communication strategist. For you to use the new medium, adia mu ye dinkra metemonka jumapa mo ye you are selling Ghana. Right. Projecting the image of Ghana, doing all sorts of to let Ghanaian community here. But ono there Obetra radios were every Tom and Dick and Harry were due be at tema didim penny for high profile personalities where do you be at them a city where did you be at them na me no me ne tonchia and I'm a dare no I'm the first person to dare him in ono usuro me kura why pa no mini Ibrahim amanya asem no okay can seminar then but apart from that me Owusu Bempah me no usuro me Ghana because on him say me or dare me I will dare him anything that make a choice say baby I can and do level be a enye papa say wo ne me be adwene say a brand young man who grew up in Ghana what dey say what be your hu dwaso hantan fiare ho dwaso hantan fiare ho
okay say they okay no I am say
no mami me slow me cut because the reason why I'm making this statement passionately is that I'm in America and me person who say be wa
now me too
obeti no radios me amini obedi matem said ya on the odi we are or invite me to his studio. I want to be in Kevin Taylor's studio.
So can ya che obeyanko
me say me pe maba into the tonkra na mami oba o presenter bi obebe bia no mo nya announcement say me say maba me hia say me ba the studio ho no nkyere
me sure say by now crowd they okay obi asend their man no dada
yes
te bi mpo a wo hwe wo tio
yentu aso wada room
me da hye enkomo ne ba be hye ase I am say o kasa mu no o ka something about a scene of that just ended primary no a course so no say ya ka say ana ya bisa o say den na ma NPP mu di ntwo e wo a scene of about to yimu a den na wo beka
yedi kan em say politically no so hwe dynamics na ekoswa asin of ne asin south and asin north
together
2016 before because of administrative purposes
right
MPP aban decided say be chim na efana akọ north ufri asin fosu eba akonfode right ede kwa akoduru asin praso ho no ade kokura nkrase ni nyina no ebe say ho no be north na afi no manya kwama development ene empunto atimi aba na ubusa very intelligent question say then unse politics na yeye no ubusa me personally metima ka say enioma me ensa ene to chima ema asin of constituency yentumi eni nkunim one say oputunu together metima ka say hono ye swing region
okay
swing constituency undecided voters in bebre no they normally take decision when they feel like taking decision to go and vote not just because of certain developmental issues or whatever, but they can take decisions whatever they want and however they want it.
Okay.
Enti osha hono rural settlers.
Okay.
Baby a vote NDC for vote to the free buy a no rural settlers so call asin kroni bi a free baby camp C you know ye nuanom like before ye nuanom krobofo ye nuanom kranfo ni bi akotena ho mo do ombedo ho ye wo baby ho nso a ho no ye nuanom nordness e baby e from mahama krom baby bebre metima bobo settlers community ni bebre.
Okay.
And most of them no they have total allegiance to the NDC, which is an undeniable fact.
Okay.
The ma yewura Kennedy Japan timi wini say we need from the asinfo su hode banwa na fe no we mu no NDC has always won those rural areas no na baba bishim by a team this time round no we wanted to go for the kill, but you look at the situation and the dynamics they were not ready to vote for the MPP in terms of the dynamics. Number two, atrocement NDC for the kind ekodua no ho a ye sha se betimi akile that atrocement no but anyadwuma ni nyina ne se omode atroko se ya pam jechi kwesi na free mrahye bedwafie because ye pese de LGBTQ law no eba na ye hia nipa ba kwa kai ho ye tumi apase ye duru ho no a omudi kan jaye ye duru ho a ye sha se ye builded a quality propaganda no and this is stronghold ho na omadwene that we couldn't change their minds into a hollow another thing Number 3, the fact that a party in opposition, first time in my history, me who say ye chisika, a chiche and nyoma ye goodies, they ma voters to influence their stronghold people to vote for them. And nyoma me in some way opulent lifestyle or opulent campaigning, and then propaganda, and I feel so no. Yeah, ankasa no so no individually no. Your strategy the go akwamu and share that and yet perfect to because we targeted the bigger towns to increase our votes, and I feel your candidate you marketing very well to the ordinary people. Don't forget say Jechikwe senior sitting MP awajidi be animu, and then going forward sympathy votes. And so yeah, because Kofobi Eka say Jechikwe sin yes see a chino de nakwakotum because of a parliament in everyone didn't be jail because wako perjury in this annual inti sanuma way a confuse the electorates in the constituency. So to when there's a confusion within a constituency, within an area and a period of time and also was too small for us to get the ordinary people to understand it. A hono any said ombe pam abwa tromo ebe dware sasedro de ombe jana manako inti na je say ombe kwa from GC questions inti the dynamics is not anything that we could have done anything about it in terms of the CN intu busaya na no so amane no.
Yeah, that's it, baby. I was expecting Senka Obeka BB Afa Ebia NPP Mwamemwo Shisha ya Sisia no anasa ahochira ewo Ghana Sisia so jintu mu se ebia ahochira Ghana for ekomu Sisia no eka ho bi enema we battle ni timikoti amwana.
Oh menua eno de by elections idea anybody me repeat it and listen to this very carefully. Anybody or the by-election ever measure the popularity of the party in government, say MPP, and which Obama, that person doesn't know what he's talking about.
How?
Any they say by-election, we need by a landslide. It means that we are going to break the 8, and indeed we will, because that's our stronghold. Anytime we ever to a MPP benya overwhelming voting population from Ashanti region, it means that we are staying in government or we are winning power. Ashanti region votes above 74%. You break it 13 regions, total number of votes. Intino say you winning landslide. Now say I saying central region is a swing region and it's an NDC seat. Now so we winning back their seat. What means that the Ghanaian people are angry with us? It doesn't correlate to the fact that. And also in say Ghana ahochire ni Ghana. And also in say ye nyintum say the ekoso o Ghana no. E ade a ye nyintum. Ye chitum. E kire say a global phenomenon. Now no one interview on TV3 one-on-one. And I was able to explain to the ordinary Ghanaian people. So look, before COVID-19, container ye de fa nyoma de ko amanonia se ne me maba he me to nyoma kakra provisions kakra sem de ko fia container na say $1,400 as saying,
right,
and then I'm almost about 32,000, almost about 115% increase for a full container transportation. US President Ebijina Ho Kachiro Bia said this is the situation. When you look at the economic indicators, before MPP ever be taking power, J. Kufo manage Ghanaian economy. I don't know whether you have time because then I want us to go manage Ghanaian economy. I am making sure say Ghana ejna brani.
Okay.
Because he decided to take the HIPIC initiative. HIPIC initiative no. Emma or the Ghana esika semche share etuye ama the amount of borrowing amount for be we asima for na nyina e de ye ka nyina chiche so be kaya. Those times the dollar and the cedi was 1-to-1.
Right.
Your debt was about 19 billion.
Right.
At that time. when the NDC took power, debt rate increased almost about 32%. Borrowing within a space of 4 years. Mahama Mills administration, even Mills Crown, one borrowed to that extent. But when Mahama took over from 2012 to 2016, now your debt has ballooned. That time, not COVID new. Now the ordinary Ghanaian was not suffering. And I say pandemic, or Russian-Ukraine war was not there. But this is the situation, and it happened in Ghana at that time. Don't forget. Or the sumu 4 years. I hope you are aware. The economic repercussions, a baba for a teacher for industry players, or momo juma factories, be brave move ko Burkina Faso in neighboring countries because of lack of power. Sanyuma way in SEC or Ghana. Now they compare that situation. Now they compare this time rounder. Mahama left an economy now running about 3.7% to GDP. The lowest in the history, minus COVID, in the history of Ghana. You buy within a space of 1 year, and you pay them 7% to GDP. Go and check. Before COVID, we were even hitting 8.2% at that time. Until COVID stroke. COVID they hit ye krano. Ye running latest almost about 5.2, 5.3% to GDP. Which is better at the moment than the time Mahama elivu the economy and now COVID-19 you wanna be anymore. It is because say the situation that we find ourselves in now. One for free SHS massive infrastructure Ghana and that not do that Kufuado. Ye be Ghana. And now, as I'm talking to you, infrastructure, if you go sector by sector, I can tell you massive development that the MPP and the Kufuado, Mahama NDC, NTB from home to 2 so can a situation here a global phenomenon. When you have an American economy and today, amount of money America borrow to revamp the American economy, I stand to be corrected. Look at the global phenomenon because of COVID-19 and its repercussions. And you take anybody, Ghana, Krani, because looking at IMF recently, countries in Africa, almost about 82 countries, and IMF, including Morocco, and bigger countries, almost rich countries in Africa, all of them have gone for IMF bailout. And yet Ghana, Ushe economy, and at the moment, baby, children are going to school free. Ask me, there's no doom, so people are having free light, electricity is going on. Be a cost to chese economy, no. Sabi atiti apan sam krano. And tise adano ana NDC aban e woso.
Mo se say na mo kana do be na ye de do be so na ayare hosam. Na me expect senka or the current debt situation of Ghana. Obe mention.
I
just want you to mention the debt rate right now.
No, the debt rate. The debt rate. If you start going, the NDC for the debt rate. The NDC for say if you tell us the debt rate about a year. Let me give you an example. First of all, ye ba abemu debt no. Si a debt rate accumulate ababetua. It is amount of money. Mini auti we mu beto ye any a car ombogu ho any sunsanso a interest a ye tua eno pomponso a dia ba bedru ho what the point na make na say. So if they come out with the balloon debt rate that Kufuado eba ye sika twitwiri dia wa ye to many and this ni bia go platform won't me make as because o sign 25 power purchase agreement within 2 years. But could be $250 million. You have interest of about $80 million. 89 recently a car power. Kianko tuya $89 million. Anka Ghana economy begu because of Mahama's recklessness. And these are part of the balloon debt. Into the $250 million for one power purchase agreement multiplied by 25 power purchase agreement. na fa interest ka ho ni nyina ka debt no ho a omo Akufo Addo ababa gu ho you go to Beba mami because let me because ukapo yi na me breaking it down for you then ye baba beto an economy na the banking sector, the whole banking sector was collapsing like what happens in Yugoslavia. Akufo Addo buy within 2 years no ano and ko bia usika da bank aboko yen fama because the banking sector was running like a casino. No money there. No money there. Usika da house ya tam dia ko business. E da man DC ni bi e de business in tisikani ni ho. There's no money at the bank virtually. Akufo Addo buy no an amount of 250 million Ghana cedis was given to bail out those banks. Said they depositors minu mi onu yesika e de ba akoto ho. Said they be minu mi onu yesika no that bank I would do any to say that obeko any ho no so save the ordinary Ghanaian people. And these are some of the banking borrowings Akufo Addo here or they making sure say the ordinary person will have a what did they make a Jonas and no nanchen me busa first question opa go and do the checks and I'm daring or more Ghana so be to be my challenge me the most expensive gas contract in the world, the most expensive gas contract ever signed in the world was signed under NDC John Dramani Mahama. The most expensive gas your tongue nyina mahoden any LPG ni ade no company bi we from ENI omo ba be sign contract omo sign ye no $1 per MMBTU no omo de J Ghana for and the ordinary people no $10 per MMBTU e be serious mu da gas contract. Go to Houston, Texas. Anybody who's a gas expert should call into the program and challenge me. Say anybody in this world say you sign contract na gas no per MMBTU measure no per MMBTU $10 per MMBTU no wabla Jubilee oil field no the G is 0.89 cent per MMBTU under John Dramani Mahama.
And how long was it signed for?
It was signed for a long period, almost about 57 years or 15 years or so. What you say, and it's take or pay. Whether you like it or not, you take the gas. You take it. Nana don't go Akufo Addo buy or see. Saka we nyina ye ka. Si antekia interest wo ho. Energy sector e bon kun. Car power recently na make $89 million.
Interesting.
We are near better say and Akufo Addo aboka the debt balloon rate and a one ni ade. Minia, I'm telling you, LPG for Ghana, you are monopolizing the amount one company. One company for 15 years. And you know the amount involved? We catch the we show. Energy sector, no kwame back gas sector. We are talking about over 2.3 billion. Says you body and your Ghana see those dollars.
But then, yeah, can't be say,
Since pay attention to the details that I'm giving.
Yes, I'm really following.
It's very important.
I'm really following.
Yes.
Yeah, can you say, since NPP mu take over, now who's a search an agreement and as a search contract and the war now is a MYN, which has been signed for 57 years. Have you tried?
I say 15,
sorry.
Between 15 to 25 years.
To 25 years. Yes. Now, when say MYN, have you tried? Say more call for renegotiations and now say more kamobe if possible.
They sign a contract until I make sure say Timodin Abai NDC metise so person samba power cry no hwe mama. Timi sign power agreement I make Kenya. Memfa gas contract I make Kenya example. Was sign 25 years to 50 years. Amount of tonnage are more expecting. So when to supplier is subject to increment, expansion of the contract, and near sign near the clauses be a many clauses ashishim near chichiro on satawachi. Obana sube here near. Now your wide resolve cancel contractor. You pay a whopping amount for judgment debt. You'll be forced to continue with the contract. and some of them has happened in various sectors of the Ghanaian economy. I NDC.
Momonye bisada.
Say
people munye bisada.
Why name some of them?
Maybe so. Munye bisada.
Tell me, because me I don't know. They make and the bresamo are happening in Ghana and they buy because of these reckless contracts and dubious contracts almost in Sion and Nuna and they Ghana and the Ababe drew ya dirty once a month ye can ubusa mea may change them because the are on Nanka Neno time untino for want of a better word time untina my day masha say paraphrasing on and come remember details by details me wa for now watch it me my ready me the woman in krata by and me she imagine say no we are just talking out of the blue entino na yentina se na me bie ni o maso fa documents in chiro wa kasa ho bedwuru
and if possible, Krana, my person many documents ahead of time so we can showcase, you can display during the interview. Now, almost so more tin China or more to me and ya be I share. My share and no maybe or Ghana gas. I think most of my questions now. You're the best fat ho. You reana for your TSC. I want think a Krana ho so yeah share. As head of corporate communications now. Ghana gas ankasa mojuma die pa ne san
die di kan menua ya dwuma ye die ni say Ghana Gas Company infrastructure ye what we call processing and transportation of natural gas for power generation ye wo ye twi enyinam fango no free asase na eponase near the bar be drew a twazo processing plant na a trouble processing plant a free be raw gas be drew a na ye de mfidie na dane gas in ania ye dane ania pressure upon pressure no near what we call the lean gas lean gas na no dey pa enka titinanka akosombo nkwa na ye rely for power generation senka akosombo my 900 megawatts no emwa because population increase so Ghana gas ye lean gas no ye de fa droben mu enam form ana kopio aboaze takrade na ye wo thermal plant e maye timi power dinya electricity sa thermal plant no sa gas no en ye de fam lean gas na ye nya enam kane almost about 70% of the power in the Ghana no total Ghana ni nyina Ghana nyina etwuru no ntwa so nyina no the gas come from Ghana gas for power generation.
Wow.
So what you say? Urea byproduct na kan. Na no so ye dia fa enyinam kane e dia fa mfidie mu a na no so aba be what we call liquefied petroleum gas. Eno na ye so ye dia ma company be from Quantum and Sage. No more supply their microphone and for their co mu fie mu no their kono aduane adi eno ene fe no LPG eno so ho ye no so ye ne ye ufri ho a no about what we call the condensates eno no ye byproduct eno so gas na se no akarukra no so dia famfidie mu a ne anya condensate no omo de kwa eno de ko tema oil refinery no mo nane a ye gasoline e go heavy duty machines caterpillar ne ade omo petrol na e gugu mu ne omo engine ye ne ho neoma no na no enso atimi ama ye nyinam tino. This is what we do. Apart from that, you build the infrastructure. Say you perceive the gas free point A di go point B a say ebia you perceive the gas free hako takrade to Tema. Ya ibi oha and also so you build infrastructure. Apart from that, no so no ya CSR projects. Ghana ye sika mfaso a benye bia no ye de sisi school dan e de boa Ghana for ya build infrastructure ne you ba astrotefs ya build Ghana gas almost about 18 to 28 astrotefs across the country. Ye Ghana gas ye sisi school dan bebre hospitals bebre
and me pe bi o mikro mo
uncountable and ye drew na DC chroba
me ampeza me chirema
o de o chroba ye be ye ho adwuma and ye problem kra enti this is what we do as a corporate entity, a strategic national assets. Ye juma ye no ebi eno.
Nice one. I am it that I will be many one or two things be home. but then yenhwe na say doom so there I had Ghana for kakra me call Ghana quite recently yenim say doom cry ni hodie but doom so dey ho
it's not true.
Men America on you
it's not true.
Macom ya doom can ya madak esumu 190 da.
It's not true. There's a difference between a total power outage. You do to line so 48 hours when you light. It will feel 24 hours. A consistent. I copy Wikipedia, my friend. Doom so John Mahama time. Yeah, can and they say o transmitter see what 1979 o Kumasi Amukum 1985 1974 and yeah transmitter BC of repair so Akufuado say consistent power outage in Ebano say best strengthen your man as you change transformers adada any wires in the you know be area hono o toni ama ECG for abe can say you change transformer because power gas flow is going infrastructure has been done. Maintenance culture is part of maintaining efficient power flow for a whole country. And you see, say every time and again, who say doom kania because they are doing an efficient maintenance, and that is what we are doing. Transmitter BSC Mekurase Asante Achimagogo almost 1962. Yen changing it that near doom kania near changing who's doom so. That is what we are doing nationwide. And no any doom so it is part and parcel of a whole maintenance culture. First instance was that the population of Kosombo was giving us 900 megawatts. Don't forget, Kufuor Asogli near rely on West African gas pipeline and then my gas and you build the power you do drop to form at the gas a free Western enclave to Eastern enclave. My 380 megawatts to 400 megawatts. And no, make a game changer because West African gas pipeline. Omuntimi me boy asu dwa Nigeria for timi kaza omo dundum omo gas omo my gas. Na afi mahama mo twe for bobo. Na dum so eja ye what we call a reverse flow. A combination ye buy no more supply gas. Omo my only 120 million cubic feet of gas. And then the whole nation at Twabo gas plant niya. You buy a Kufuor good leadership. If you increase it to 350 million scarves, which is key and significant. You what we call Sanzule tie-in. You tie-in no Drobene free Sankofa Jubilee and attain together. Near the abunti gas ni na be shiabo baby. Say shut it down. Your planter. There will be still gas flowing to the eastern enclaves and Atwabo, Abuazi, and then Asogli to give power. Don't forget, it is very, very important. It is anyoma basa no and this if went to me anyeno. Sabi na maka reverse flow. Tie in. And afe omode car power ni besi wo emergency ship no a friend Osman Khan. Omode besi wo omko sign contract sika twitwiri die etua $89 million no. Busumi nsia bia na etua sesika no. And ne Kufuor amaye the gas ye twa besi takra ne sitema the besi takra ye the droben bia fa form I build the substation amene amaye 400 megawatts, and that is the game changer. So we have more gas, more power, but we looked at it from a different angle. Say sub gas no na power no eba more consistently na say ye infrastructure no e wo ho no ya sesam nya sakra mu a we will have problems. An overload of pressure from gridco can a transformer will be one transformer be a blow. It me blow. Ne be say yen be na watch ya na watch me no. And no so can you do my no nye dum so. Mira. And no be and our experience in Ghana. And no nye dum so.
Nti no ya kind of saying.
Yes. Minister friend say yes. And transformer is why o transformer now meter a blower. Now say sebi you do mukani as o shisha. And no chese when you outage.
The thing is, there's a difference. There are no problem. They say,
Say ba me chechim so what yasi.
The old chim no, that's your point. Metiwase to some extent. Metiwase to some extent. And men finding
we no technical. You cannot lie.
Cannot
lie.
But the members of no technical and say
statistical antecedents. And mama roadmap. And mama yours is.
But say you are not forcing me to accept it.
No. It's a fact. A fact there. Say 1 + 1 you 2, and I say maybe I own our person say 3. Prove why it's not 2 but 3.
Okay, good.
That's the point I'm making.
Right. Make me point in the show.
Yes.
I was in Ghana some few weeks ago. Over there, me experience here. Me the I think
area being
Kumasi.
Aye.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Okay, Kumasi, mama can't let me chill. What's the
Oh, mama, we question.
Because me to Kumasi, me no didn't come off. I told you. I mean Kumasi. Kumasi, I was born and bred in Kumasi. Yeah, built the biggest power plant in Kumasi. Otumfuo himself launched the project.
Okay.
Yeah, the biggest power plant.
That was fine.
Don't forget, Mamen Kasembi, and it's very important. Listen very good. All our power plants during Nkrumah time is concentrated in the sub-region of the southern part of the country.
That's a fact.
Entino, Ekufuado ba ni nyanse mu no say concentrate on the southern part of the country. What if there is an emergency or a catastrophe or BB and terrorism and BBC na power plants in southern sector onya hotochima? What will happen? We need to get a backup or a concentration. We can feed the northern side to the northern part of the country. If we are Ashanti region, they call Bonondi, we need to build a new power plant. And that is what you are doing now. Almost transmission and changes in our infrastructure. Yeah, rehabilitate. And now I'm saying, Uko Kumasia, from a Driswa, they call the free base of Fulcrum, wow, fear can be agreed for Ebubunina at the pylons, new pylons. Opa, go and check some bois. I'm a now do tech bombs and conform kiosks walk on your 2 or more kiosks. Because they are changing the infrastructure. And that's what I'm telling you. Is Sekania Dumwa now Kumasi, it doesn't mean it's doom so. It is just that we are building infrastructure to make sure say you pay your because you capacity to provide electricity to the ordinary Ghanaian. But as you see our computers is a load a borso now the amount of pressure coming in. And you ube changing on why the right a year a bit more the right infrastructure a bit more. But that's exactly what we are doing. And to come is so easy for me because that is exactly what is happening.
So I'm a question.
Well, that is exactly what Kumasuko is. You can hear dundum near there, and that's a fact.
And to baby son, some more yes, Argentina, and you say, oh, Kumasi, this area. Expect say power outage be me call you
mama sisi ya meti hey
me call you me hu sha
sisi ya meti hey mama
so and sometimes it medium bear 4 hours and it comes back it medium bear some 30 minutes and it comes back the rate are a fluctuate now aya na me feel say because
this is meba Sisi me wahao. ECG, me na me head of communication for Ghana Gas.
Right.
ECG for issue statement to me in my email. I can let you read it. Almost circulating in the media. Almost bog say the electricity company of Ghana apologizes to its cherished customers and the general public who are currently experiencing power outages in various parts of the country. This is due to gas supply challenges emanating from failure ye plant ye generator ye generating gas a triple say I say twan ho e
fidi e kwan be na mo fa so a mo communicate to the ordinary citizen
and why issue statement
no statement me na what ye krom no ntimi
kan is meba
ye den na mo communicate to the ordinary citizen
exactly you made a brilliant point say the ma Peace FM news you can call all over the country.
Okay.
ECG for the mama son to say all the radio announcement to go TV stations and all over Ghana. Everybody will say it. Me issue statement that every radio station will pick it up. TV stations will pick it up. And so this is exactly the point I'm making. Yeah, machine generator ba ko triple ye. E man kaniano enyina call off in some part of the country. And ECG for can say yeah na enfunso free enye omo. Intino yaye and as I'm talking to you and you may issue statement I changed them the reason why this is happening from there say generating capacity transmission machines ni bi na ide e ho touch ma ene ye etiano de ye mfidie wo ha ya computer betima call off ama studio ha ye be call off air ba obetima ya mana san ba back.
Okay,
it doesn't necessarily mean say there's a problem with your main transmitter. Mijina bontin and where you free bontin ba. That's the point I'm making.
Maybe I've indicated one of my protegers, Mr. Jerry, was sending me a copy of the message that was distributed on July 7th, which is Anamebwa.
Yes.
Yeah. The Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, apologizes to its cherished customers.
Yes.
That one is not coming from your office as Ghana Gas, but rather coming from ECG.
So when they issue that statement, I have to come out and explain what is happening in Ghana Gas, because Gridco has also issued a statement, and theirs is also here in the form of a press statement. They're also talking about something happening in Ghana Gas. And I have to come out and let the whole nation know, say, a day and a coso. And Tiamana Banasa. Oh, and Tiano de normal. A Gridco for the any. And it's here. Gridco for Studio. I can send it to you.
Not just a Yanjin Tum, sir. Say power outages beyond the bar. Yeah, na mostly a free Momo Ghana Gas.
There be any free Ghana Gas. Say a value chain.
Problems a bar ya na free mono. Kwamba no so na mudili we.
Etiefo no awo tie no on tiasie. A value chain. Say ofa ye ho aye de ne say ye de from aja. E friend the gas. E de be fa droben mu. Na droben no de akwa akudru ba bia ye frɛ ho aboaze. Hona ye thermal plant kesiya esiwa en ma the whole nation. Anyinam kanea no e dane ne ho ana as a generator no. Nti ye de mframaja no kwa na no aso. Eso a na a generate electricity no. A generate electricity na gridco. No de lines no transmission lines no. No de akoma electricity company of Ghana. Na almost why they
I distribute
na wenya kanea. Within that value chain, anything can happen. Maybe an ECG for Omanya problem with their transformers. It could cause power outage. Yes. Now say crowd and now man for crowd could track pylons. Gridco pylons no mu track coton alumi. Ghana for ye. What did they make us?
True.
Pipelines and nam form obi betimi crowd trigger. What's the point now, mechanism? There's so many things in the value chain. A bit my bazu class say talo for na brofu no mu a day etu a unifree ponase de mayan. O bit my catch say gas and crown this time round no shortage in a short 28 minimum enough gas.
Oba Ghana Gas as as a communicator and as a corporate communication officer no. How long ago near?
Almost 7 years in it.
There no man now obetim doing says si obo say oba ye no mo aye improvement changes developments ben na mo de abi ne dey
sorry
o de bobo de hia pa di kind so
hia pa ne say
yeah etimi ma mo de mo nsase mbo say mo na ma solve dum so and it dum so ni hobie
the 3 F's of solving dum so ye etimi solve ye mama capacity and ye providing
more increase no
you're increasing it from 120 sometimes less than 120 million scarves. We've increased it to about 350 million scarves. Very significant.
Okay.
Gas flow is key in power generation. 2, what we call power distribution, you know. SOT as say FCSO Kwame Nkrumah, Sankofa and Jubilee. All of them NDC focus sign contract with the ENI, they are making the most expensive gas. That gas ye be use. But we are paying for that. And what we call Sanzule tying all the gas together and get one pointer. Say shut it down, the rest will be coming and we'll still get gas.
Okay.
Into yes, I don't know. You the Drew Bene Far, River and Cobrase, by Peter Crowdy Regulatory and Metering Station, Distribution Station. A hono expansion and water crade na efano never 109 million scarves. Wow. Only.
Oh, before no you bet 2 years no
a kufuado a buying you're increasing it to 405 million scarves
from
which is about 79% increase 80% increase. 409 405 million scarves, from 109 to 405 million scarves. Okota credit distribution station now. It will amaze you the job that we've done there. What do you say? So that is significant. Because those who buzadi buy and no one of the key areas that we've improved that actually you know you a car power if we takrade tema de besi takrade and you build a substation there and you did draw ben for my takrade nova base a ponasi
right
and you did gas egum first you to crude afibia ni etua Ghana ye budget etua $100 million to buy crude into some a car power ship to provide electricity, and then you because cost of gas is less than that, even 10% the amount that we're paying 100 million to push gas into that account, and it's giving us 400 megawatts of electricity from only car power ship. A combination of that, gas capacity. Say, say Abuaze MI almost about Abuaze MI about 720 megawatts, 720 megawatts. Car power MI 450, and you what we call a reverse flow. Reverse flow. Then they say you did draw benefit from a free. Takra de dia kotema, e dia koma asogli. Power plant e wasogli. Na eno so ye thermal plant. Na eno so anya nyinam kane ade ama tema ye nuanu mo tema ne mpo tema koso mo bi call that area no. Any industry say what tema. And also was significant, 250 megawatts reverse flow. So they can one. It's almost saying 0, 0, 12, okay, remain 1. Almost saying about 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1,320 megawatts. Would you have 900? The country has enough capacity, and this is an effort of Ghana Gas intervention. I make country various significant intervention by an administration. Your foresight. This is not a rocket science. I'm not talking about some propaganda or anything. You can go and do your checks. And no nanchen when it comes to corporate governance. You buy na office na Ghana Gas home team. Na obi fie na ofi house chain. Na nipa hihye so se sardine.
As of 2017.
Yes, you take it over, and I have then and now, or everything. Then and now, and over Ghana Gas, a corporate officer, is one of the finest corporate office in the country. Any corporate organization you can ever have. You are building 2 corporate offices, one in Atuabo and one in a airport residential area. And a full capacity. But I know for national service personnel. For national service, you are increasing your staff capacity. You are increasing salary from 30% to 70%. So we have a lot. When it comes to CSR, corporate social responsibility, every organization in Ghana want to associate themselves to Ghana Gas CSR projects because we've done a lot.
Okay, thank you very much. I had in Crown Multimedia and I would and a new Ernest Owusu Bempah and a retreat in Komono, or the head of communication when it comes to Ghana Gas, and then Komobebre and a Yavetri. And I'm saying, of course, so I was a deputy communication in terms of operations, our NPP as so. Kai say Arcas organic mixture aso ye momia de dwumadi we nyina ebro enkum papa ebe ma skin no atoso dark spots ne be free or knuckle problems ne be solved rashes stretch marks ne nyina so eto ebetwa kai say ofre no pa obedi kan hwe skin color no na wahwe so e de aboa Arcas endi we hwamoda kopebi efasra nipa bebre ma ne meme nyina ayidi ho adanse wo ye bema na we tuntum se me amepacho ayaji oji shade ni bi na fasra for number we 917-836-3155 917-836-3155 friend sisia na onu eni dwa sisia na oba bedamase echire abrantie obabawa what you so onware Winyo obia anka wope so wo Ghana so wo America but eneno the wiasa yaketwa connecting to your partner has been very, very tough, but then it's been easy when it comes to diaspora diaspora date app bi a obe download their two phones so. And the moment I'll be download their two phones so pen me patro TNA. Obe sign it up. Free the make na. The only so be download the keke. Or the download two phones so. Na sign it up. When I'll be select matches. Be out the ope below. Ope tia. Ope tenten. Ope fair. Ope obochomola. Ope shunshum ginigi. Me patro ni nyina obenya bi ewo ho say. Na o select matches ni we pe. Afi ubon se on be start ya connect. Na wenya odofo. Mesrel kai se onya odofo na mo be ware aya fa me na me meye MC emamo wate ha de me here free wa eno no enkomo twetwe no ekoso na edinkra multimedia eti mpanimfo se memfa akamboyi entomo anim se omunyina adamu ase se last Friday and a week pepe munyina mubetechri the all white boat cruiser you see ababeji say the world's number one cruise party trendy obebia obefebia no about 750 capacity boat na etimi bomba me being seated in the history of Ghanaians your life from America ha last week na ye kim jet aye kama pa obusia ye se adamu ase samo bana mo ba man ye fe na se 32 enkoma ekuku fo so amode mo ho be shemu na mo ye man ye fe ye no di kan na chese Royals Fan Club ahemfo ne ahema odi nkrampa fo se adamu ase mo ba de mo ho be shemu e ma no ye kama gawa Ghanaian Health Workers Association mo so mo de mo ho be shemu ma no ye kama Sanjuna Hotel Association mo so mo de mo ho be shemu e ma no ye kama mo amovu individuals so amoba yes DJs amobe show mu odwumtofo Kwame Eugene nimpen odwumtofo aka mu nyina mbe show mu de de no ekoma no ye kama nyankopon enhira mu nyina ehie ni kede nyashida yenim se afi bia ye befrem bia mo beba amana ye fe kai say November 25th and so na ye Edinkra Heroes Night Excellence Awards me ho ne ye boga na fo otikrom ha na odi dwumadi stronko abaso me pacha wo ye doctor wo ye home care wo ye CNA wo ye teacher wo ye individual wo ye philanthropist and entrepreneur and na what di dwuma stronko bia esese ye hunu ne ye dan na di ne ye bo abaso a mesrew e brenu nie de when I say nye wumpo na woni obi a Ghana ni a wo bo no homoden fa woni America ba bi kura wo hye so wo America hanko ade e besuma ye mpanifo no ma akọ akohwehwem na ya twena aba abebo na baso November 25th ya eda ye nim nyakopo ma no eto ya de obi here ne so be friend number so 929 331 8560 929 331 8560 na yempenifo no ahwehwe anasa 347 3501857 347 3501857 obefrey na yede investigation no ahyase na afi ahwehwem na information bi a isi nya fasa nipa no ho no yenya na se qualify se ye born abaso as a hero ye be born abaso na ayefe ye ne owura Owusu Bempah eno da so ewofia ye twen nkomo no yemra back na yemetwetwe nkomo na mse Ghana Gas education de amaye bebre omaboa ama nei dunso sem no ekofom intimi nkase ase etukura de eno de but then enim say better
unless you don't want to accept.
Sir, you are only giving it a different title. That doesn't mean
it's not
a
different title.
Oh,
what is the different title?
The title here, I mean, my experience of crowd. So I can't. Me total stay no. And no, all my different title. But once I mean, say Edum no there. May your friend Dum so.
Isusa in collaborate na kanye no dum Ghana. Before dum so beba, na kanye dum Ghana. Isusa in collaborate mutra kumasia.
Yeah, per Ghana it's America here.
And a power outage. When the power outage is when we took over. Doomso has ended in Ghana. And it's a fact.
Maybe they mean you
man, it's up to you. Because you don't live in Ghana 24/7. Industries are all Ghana near. NDC come there propaganda account. They can't come into when it comes to power sector. No.
Maybe some the last question. If we home, I think say Ariana Maria Kofi na Ghana Gas issues no embra area. We dam. Is it operational? Now, if it is, what is Ghana Gas doing with that?
No, I know the Bui Dam is hydro.
Hydro.
So it's got nothing to do with us.
Okay.
It's hydro, and it's also transmitting power to the northern sector of the country. So it's not in your area.
Oh, okay. I think that means NIMSA education. So thank you for that education, and it's very nice. So operational. Okay.
It's a buggery dam. No, say be in a bar. Honor no a far into a blockade. Said a bit mania. Near the generating power. So we is totally a hydro power generation source.
I see. And last question. So how does Ghana Gas more contribute to the universal energy crisis and as access?
I said na machoy. Almost about 85% of power generation in Ghana from Ghana Gas. See, Duma 12 gas processing plants is here. The whole country will be in total darkness. Dina yeme one say, oh, can't say Dumso Ghana, because Dumso Ghana, that means that there's no gas flow. And I've told you, that was a while ago for 7 Abana, was contradicting. Also, a contradiction.
No, but we're experiencing it. What's what can say? You do me see.
Medical culture say there is total gas flow. Total gas flow means that when there is gas flowing consistently, Abuazi is receiving gas, which is the point where the main transmitter it means transmitting power. Every day be almost about 350 million scarves. You reduce Ukraine the amount it means the more almost because the capacity SFI 409 million. Almost 350, and they are generating power. Chimatobia mai.
I see.
Makacho say reverse flow. Reverse flow no at the almost utie. It is almost achekrano 60 to 100 120 80 million scarves and a core eastern enclaves, and no a substantive amount of gas which is about 450 megawatts.
Interesting.
And so waba car power and also so a substantive amount of megawatts. Two total make almost about 1,320.
Yeah, what do you calculations?
And I make just a cost of 900.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even become one. You have enough capacity. So, if there is a problem, then it means that within the value chain, there is
hinges.
That's it. And I've told you, but one person be accepted.
Okay.
Now I've heard what you say.
To some extent, still.
It means when there is anything I wash wow, press statement and nipane de breono. Or say Ghana Gas, ye be too much ye be abaho, and unti and nama edundum no koso ana ready more mubium.
Yeah, okay, you may show.
So enra your machine no triple yen. Right? It means that gas and unti for druben munko baby as a co.
Oh, okay.
Intino can automatically be done because grid konya be no dia ma isi na isi.
Na it say we say mutimi yet say more joint to be an sector be or
and make sure say
we triple out with me up
ni nyina no e ba be si takrade distribution station,
which is one center
distribution station or only distribute to gas already cover various vantage point.
Okay.
Now when there's a trip there, it affects that is exactly what is happening. And now
Matthias, I'm going for support to Ora Patrick, who are Eddie Alberto. So say I agree. I don't know, say Mr. Patrick, who are Ghana, and I say, oh, Chrome ha. So be Ghana,
buying propaganda.
Every politician is a propagandist.
No, that is a lie. And propaganda itself is not a bad thing.
So but why are you running away from it?
No, I'm not running away, but we don't do propaganda. We just tell it as it is. That is why the people of Ghana are confident in MPP. That's the difference between MPP and NDC. And unti and Ghana for a gusu confidence. 2024 ombetwa ba maye na ye remaining ye break the 8
yankoso me desa odemefa ho
abewini power ne ye traso amagana.
My next topic nanka ye ba be discussion about the NPP's presidential race no.
Yes.
So see I'm say vetting no eguso ana mowie.
Ye we vetting.
Mowie. How many people were vetted?
10
10 candidates. And
just say MPP, we have the men. We have the men. We have the. We always have the men.
When you're sure, say, yeah, waste of time and resources.
Oh, what's the waste? The Democratic Party in America, Republicans near you. You see the number of people who want to vie to become the presidential candidate of their party. This is the same. It tells you that MPP is democratic. Say me, I'm a tear, me person, me kwa. It'll be as if they will give me the opportunity. And your political party be they will hoodwink you, and everybody will just be tilting for one candidate. And then because he who pays the piper calls the tune. Me na ma ba betra bem na me wi mine sika na me dey akosie baby, and I'm the control political party baako, and I made the mekano and obi abedi akire. It's not about anybody. And I'm not calling it's there in NDC. Because NDC, you know, I'm sure say young men be and come the capacity to also run for president, but because there's no democracy, actual democracy within the NDC.
They cannot. NDC
omotuaba. No omotuaba. Your friend, what we call botched democracy. BOTCHED.
Why would you call it botched?
No, BOTCHED. Botched democracy.
Why would you call it so?
Because there's no transparency. It's just somebody's a way of trying to subjugate the ordinary people to get into to suit their own political whims and caprices. They are not doing democracy in the face of the people. It is not democracy. You saw what Kwabena Dufo said when he eventually say I have to relinquish and let the guy go because it was not transparent. Everything Bema di near the Nipa Bema pa udi ona da yefro akusuya mansa. NDC primaries. No. This happened within the album, the full album of the NDC before the primaries. Transparency. Everybody call primaries. National executive. You saw what happened.
Vetting report now.
Vetting report will come out clean, and everybody will be clean. Everybody will be allowed
confidently.
Yes, MPP is a democratic party, and that is why the people of Ghana, of course, and they will go and vote and find.
Then vetting committee now won't count. And now I'm reporting by.
Don't forget, I'm the communications director.
That's right.
Of the party. So I know.
So you've been
I mean, these are all noble men, are all more track records within the party. Name them. Who is not competent enough to lead the MPP? All of them have what it takes to lead the MPP. And what makes me happy, Kran, is say all these 10 candidates obi our credibility John Dramani Mahama in terms of box to box politics, talking about credibility, believability, integrity, corruption. Just say name them. They all come. Mahama come nowhere near all of them. Candidates may support to obi or may support to MPP. I am ready to rub shoulders to make sure say we sell our candidate to break the 8 because we already know MPP and your man getting I can assure you say me no better have him after 2024, and I told you say we win the elections, we win it hands down.
I mean, Michelle, I won't say 10 na ako, but per the checks any some follow-ups be a my I think I could see top 3 according to my.
That's you. That's your belief.
Yes. Per the checks in my year.
That's the belief.
Okay. If you don't mind, I can name them.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, I mean, Bisa opinion about that. I see Honorable Kennedy Japan. I see. I also see Sir Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the Vice President, and I mean Honorable Alan Kojo Martin. San for me and saying. And to me, me who say, who ye checks na, one more hoarding a wash ropa. Who say, said they may me who say, and I won't say. Well, bro, they made him a catcher on say, who borrowed the words of Sir Joa. Mekai Tamale, Tamana, you're lower Kojo Zusef, may he so rest in peace. No, a very popular within the MPP in a run up to become the General Secretary of the party. Every rank and file, baby, Obaka campaign be offer we near offer original there, yeah, 2 amount. Na sama money Germany at their day. You got to abawi na Kwabena Japan last minute. Or Winnie MPP delegates are unpredictable. fear delegates.
They owie no kind wow they atoso. Inti me any time me call radio TV stations everywhere in Ghana. You busa me question masema me kan say MPP akonya no an yi ne hene. Akonya no when the adrenaline say boil up, you will see wow but who say the leader will emerge by himself. It happened. Let me give you a historical antecedent if you want to know. Professor Dubois was the one who the party was calling in 1992. That those days na used to say Prempeh College. Those days Otia Dubois, Professor Dubois me of for no de nenam. Afi Drubrebia Okoya Olusu ya omoba fie na party ne hwehwe obi obesa di animu. Obi anim say Professor Dubois na na ombesa adnako. The Otia and Omko Congress, the gentle giant, J. Kufuor, that time J. Kufuor, Dubois town on Kankra. Akunyana ko hwe J. Kufuor no be J. Kufuor de ne bae. Omusa ko biem omulusu ye. Omu call round akunyani twa no ho anese Kufuor no mesa de nako. Ode Kufuor ko ye Kufuor wini power. Utwa ne mrewie ya oba beko. Akunyani twa ne ho na adudanko be bia be fa bia Kufuor ado. Udi pusa bottom 9 Akufuor and a delegates no so de ne ba. Odi ase enu twa no ho Akufuor call 2012 Olusu ye delegates ne se na ado danko anu ane de ne ba. Enti MPP akonwa no enu ane yi ne hini. Enti eduru ho na bre no so na you will see who emerge as the flag bearer. Mintimi metra per our party constitution as a national executive, I'm not allowed to go side with anybody because he pay unity after the elections. Se minua baumia o se yura lanche matin o se me ofa Kennedy Japan se Boache Jakun se Adenimo se whoever becomes Joe Gatti or whoever becomes the flag bearer of the party. Ye be back out as a united force to defeat the NDC because 2024 elections is a crescendo, political crescendo, which is going to show how the country is going to go in the next 15 years of Ghana's political history. And if you are not careful, Nasi Antiki, a course that will lead the country into a political lamplighter. We will regret it. J. Kufuor did it 2008 NDC for propaganda near troning some say you can't throw to futuro Ghana for any Kufuor Juma power be unprecedented infrastructure, school feeding program, and nyoma Kufuor de buy national health insurance, and nyoma Kufuor ye phenomenal be Ghana Foundation, Ghana CD was 1-to-1, nyoma koso NDC for be can't throw ki can sem basa and a Ghana for the you got to Obama NDC for we are saying na Ghana ya cheap back this time round. Akufuor is determined, the MPP is determined, the people within Ghana determined say go back, and we are not going to allow NDC to come to power. We'll make sure say the ordinary Ghanaian will vote and vote massively. Say the you knew my pa you better so
Edro Bresse yeko yi ohini anase di kanfo bi say no anase edro say campaign season say ya ho ena ye hunu say some tribal bites e kind of individual like personality differences, attacks, and this are no many nyina eba. Sometimes you do baby I just say attack any panel in order to overshadow the person. As a national executive member, Diana Mudia go akwemu to help check these things so that there be differences.
Yeah, making sure so this cost no unti say attacks na very biasa 1 or 2
enyenye beta sa
yes
because no mon call vetting after vetting report bisa vetting
when we say my campaign acho Alan has gone around the country Utieni campaign, he's been speaking very well. Kennedy Japan has gone around the country. Kennedy has been speaking so well to the shock of everybody. Oshe Yoraba Umia no cross advocate say Mobian Kasantia Ninuya Osha Deni Mo Boache Jakun. This time round MPP want to showcase to the whole world say Democratic Party the yasi. Sebi enim the Uti asienti no utie wo mkasa emu a obi ankasa ntia obi a there's no trouble be anywhere. A few people be na omo didi akire ya no mkasa kata enu kura no the party constitution e chese obi kasa yeah communication directory we can call them to order. Inti sa nyoma nkete ne kasa ntwie no onti se e ade a bibisa e koso ya dia you feel say very encouraging you showcase say going forward no you be make sure say amanyokuo no ebenya nyina so papa ebema Ghana fo agi adi say ye kasa ye no ebe gina ne na so na ebe gina brane na mpanifo eba be di animu no so timachi bia ma um kasa ho ade sunsun so bone beba na ebema party no enyina so say going forward ye wie ne to aba ne wie ye hia obi a ye hia everybody ye to aba ne wie ye nim Alan eni enim Baumia eni enim Kennedy eni enim Adenimu eni enim obi biara boacheja ko ana obi a odi ase ye nyina ye MPP ma osono no ma and we're going to march to the Jubilee House and again maintain power said the breaky 80 said the Nigeria BSC wa o breaky 80 and they omtisui it will happen and it's God being so good no historically I think say everything is on our favor because the AC war Nigeria bia politically in Asia ABC or Ghana and I can tell you for a fact when Yar'Adua took over J. Kufuor was in power and when they left what's the name of the other guy no Yar'Adua the other one Obasanjo was there with Kufuor Omo MPP when they left Yar'Adua came the NDC and then Mills was in power. The two of them metamorphosively their president died mysteriously and their vice president Goodluck and John Mahama took over the same period and then omo nyina so omo ntimi an win 4 years they did only one term and they were kicked out.
Wow.
And Nkokrafo you be take you over which is the other one a friend is a Buhari ono so omo MPP and Yansusu Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo be take you over, which is a historically the same thing happening. And today, their MPP there has broken the 80. It means that here we will break the 80. And so whoever wins will emerge the president of the Republic of Ghana next elections 2025 January. We will swear in an MPP president. Opa market on the wall. We will swear. It's a prophetic statement. Don't leave it aside like that. Opa chat na fatoho. Me Owusu Bempah me kasa rough. Me say 2016 I made a declaration.
And
say MPP and we need power. I will resign from politics. And it came to pass. You can't be me say MPP will win in 2020 elections. And we won. Me say we will break the 8 this time round. We will break the 8 by any landslide. But we will win the elections and win it. What did they any landslide? Me say the people of Ghana believe in us. And we are lucky. That they know. And so of course, I want you dynamic elections. Sometimes what the Ghana dynamics are. You to Ghana for na who say the Elcoso no we are seeing na say be who Ghana who ha who flow busuafo nim the esi America ha I want you nye baby e America ha nyina and you be na me ba na me turn price wo shops bi a na me toto e no price na increase yes it nye baby a aduane boy bibia we asim baby a yeden edan ka bills utility baby a enti ya catch ye nuanum Ghana for momatiase and what is so happy is that Ashanti region is behind the MPP. And we are so happy. A woman say, you know more a fan being no more in ye, but you know more cassa. Say a judge away in one office here to Aswa. And no more say, nay, as I'm talking to you. When we say government, my contractors, a Juma and Kumasi, Accra, ye no dualize. Unim.
And I think on my started was it Enran and contract and started
by 2024. December near we are Kumasi o kwa umfa nyinem umfa usino umfa konongo ubetimi the 1.5 hours me am a driver am this speed here make me the 1 hour drew Kumasi because me kwa be the 2.5 hours so imagine if I'm going on my big car I can take 1 hour to get to Kumasi from Accra because now ufi Kumasi by a double road dual carriage from Pokuase interchange 2 in Sawam interchange. MPP are buying a yes annual way na. Uhwe Kwame Nkrumah Circle J Kufuor de beye sa dual carriage deba Azana Mahama ba beye sa dual Dubai no. Eno meba so. Odi ase oko kosu ya Mransan Road J Kufuor na ye.
I think say no be part 2 no.
Meba Elburi to Kufuor Road J Kufuor. Ho to Accra Aflao Kwan MPP na ye. Chese every massive infrastructure in this country done by the MPP. And now Babeka almost say a circle interchange. Let me tell you, circle interchange MPP NDC for the $289 million. And a year circle Dubai. And now kwa unam swane bunopa. Unam swane shiki. And ne kofa so here de. Yeah ba bemu. Yeah the only 285 million, sorry. $285 million. O calculate. Yeah, Babem, we had $289 million. I have 4 interchanges. Pokuase interchange is one of the biggest interchanges in the world. In Africa, sorry. One of the biggest interchanges. I have 4 tier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the catch him says, I buy way, this I buy way. I compare the difference value for money and amount of money. What the $285 million I circle Dubai. Enogram and friend interchange, a friend way. Oko a year, Kaswa flyover or a flyover. Omo de beje Ghana for 780 million euros. With a Kambu na multiply na share amount of money that is involved. You could have built almost about 13 interchanges in Ghana. And yet, this is a government or no say or bar. And okay, maybe I also call Ghana. Oko no who ambulance is a dear here Ghana.
Oh yeah.
What does that tell you? Who are out America? Oh yeah, American polish.
Oh, I think it's one of the best initiatives. Man, no time my first time who said, I think they were about 300 and something. And no more lunch here.
Yes,
good. I love that initiatives.
And no NDC for say, NDC for say, yeah, be promise $1 million. No, my dream, woman say $1 million. Yeah, they be show woman some nanka omuba be mo mabidi. Debi a omunyama yeah no ya ban no transparency no ambulances no is one of those initiatives $1 million no initiatives no aye de ba say de be improve people's life and nei uko constituency bia na no ye ko baby asin kushia no baby nyem na emergency senior bona bomu na taxi driver de free rough road ababe si main road na ambulance abegina ho na ambulance na tam no de ne ko asin fosu main hospital. I was so amazed. Now I was seeing go. NDC time I took forcing here on then I'm where no minority leader. Allegedly, omukofa e buy ambulance by bedru Ghana na engine nim onuado ambulance e show mu green book no. engine simo. And these are the people who always talk say they just say me dwene wa odi opa menua yenko sector by sector.
Me baby I am in fact na me pese me din ko.
It's a fact
because baby
I
don't have so much knowledge about that.
And the Google is there. Simple Google will give you Ghana web.
That Oniado van I saw it. Time one me time one way by
and then what to be in control
that engine
editina let me musa question one question me musa question editina ato force or court sisia when is ato forcing is in court
about that
yes because of causing financial loss to the state. Attorney General the court that is why he's in court because of this ambulance matter. It mean cancel be a minimum the account NDC for bibi o mobile o ya mo se yanchi obi atum metima ma NDC for nipa maguma ko 12 a o jail sisia through corruption a o dem
e be ne hwan
Dr. Tevino money those people koye NCA project you go to Nsawam and go and see their cases there. They are in jail. National Communication Authority.
That reminds me yan hwe jachi question asem we say you share ask the SCCCA say before say easy ebe approve you be say or qualify to go for elections. Do they look out for true documents that certifies the person to contest
question is ultimately ebusa ni because man sheda antiasie said do they look out for When the Ghana constitution they kind of clear. Say opese we a manyo ni amanye sem e Ghana. Uni ho kwan say we are citizen or nationality of a different country.
Like a member of parliament.
Amanyo sem president and a leadership. Country.
Now we are ministers, right?
Oh, we a minister. Well,
what do you mean hold this dual citizenship?
It depends on the circumstance.
Circumstance.
What I'm saying is, if you want to hold a legislative or presidential,
that's
or
right.
Legislative,
then you have to be.
As all renounce all citizenship, we make a declaration and you swear. So parliamentary uniforms now failing, make a declaration or swear, or make an oath. Say before I be presenting, no I renounce citizenship. Now you blue blood.
So it's not the duty of the EC to look out for whether it is true or not.
Or present here on the you know the system would have to give you in.
So who checks for that to know that this one holds a citizenship?
Definitely say Uber present two documents and everything to show that, but the checks will come by itself. And the checks will give you in because the checks will eventually show. Because
talking about the checks, what do you mean by the checks? Who does that?
Immigration over the Ghana passport the bedroom. They did that crazy or my NDC forecast was shall you Ghana card before crowns and over vetting. You could check in me or me phone so say Obe Rakotoka International Airport nor the Canadian passport ne buy as at the last time or buy Obeka Ghana nor the Canadian passport ne now. And you know, immigration knew that he entered Ghana with a Canadian passport. So that alone is perjury. It means that he has lied under oath, and that is against the laws of Ghana.
This is our time now on file for MP.
No file August before the D-Day final vetting and son or file as honorable Japan said the guy is lying, is impersonation, is doing that and that. They should check him out and they shouldn't vote for him. Oman was one of those things. Honorable Japan had the facts, and it was true that this was what was happening. Intino is against the laws. No be a persecute no. Or no one can send him. It be happy or Ghana. A branch be a friend Adamu Sakande. No ye MPP ni. NDC for wa bemun. Or no so sa or concealing identity as a British citizen. Ama actually you go finding out now is lie under oath. Under NDC no tio. Ya chini ko shame. Jail e won sawam. Charge no for criminal 10 years in jail. And who the hypocrisy of the NDC. When he sues them, they are happy. Adamu Sakande call them more or them no de for mutuan and animal siedo. Ya. MPP parliamentary candidate. Odi ase for boku somewhere. Oti ase mameka. And he say Simo mu de ezua na makoshisha hemfu bi achi. Se omomra me pacho se yenya case ni mutu na Adamu Sakande no onde onye nipa. Emrani bi echen bi. Eduru obi dia so dia emrani luku different. Eduru obi dia so I say George Orwell's animal for one kind that some animals are more equal than others.
Right.
And this is a kind of hypocrisy. And go for we no take Ghana.
Na sir sesia ye ka say. You bet me I confirm me say Judge Kwesi is a fully Ghanaian or denouncing citizenship to Ghana.
But denounce that one doesn't change what happened before when he decided not to renounce his citizenship, but swore an oath, and it was found out that he has not renounced his citizenship before that time. That is what we are talking. We are talking about then. We are not talking about now.
No.
The law is no respecter of whatever circumstance that you find yourself in. We are talking about then, and that's what the law is going to deal with. And nothing ama ahemfu bi to say domai hene no mo kasa tietia mrano so Ghana phobi any no nya adwene a omde agu so because we a high court judge.
What's your take on his speech?
I mean, it's absolutely immature. I'm sorry to say that, but it's immature.
What makes it immature?
Because for you, I say everybody here say you can DJ ni enyom ho asem a ni ebusa sebi o sebi mpreduasa. We wonim de pa wo ho. Nti ebusa o ye can be say technical know-how. And yet street anybody can just pass a comment and get away with it too. He is a high court judge, for Christ's sake. a high court judge now will make utterances to undermine the judiciary. The Supreme Court above you, decision poo no in the eyes of let even me, Owusu Bempah, me judge, me lawyer, me cramming kasasa, and as a serial caller be or baby crying kasasa, a high court judge, because you've been influenced by your political machinations or what, you get up and you make statements that is so ridiculous.
I don't think that at that point he was speaking as a high court judge, but he was speaking as a chief,
the ethical standard.
Listen, for
chief ground or any ground kasasa or any omra ukrum sebi predu so di asem ofie asem ba ye nchia so ba konfanti asem emfani aten sebi
so kasa was resi yemu ye ningu so na ye man nko na ye
matemanti opani udue matemanti nye bibia na se odo wano tum e kan trasa. Because political, this bordered on criminality and the law. Emrani yedi ye juma Ghana. Sabi ominu ya biti domani kromo. Ako wi amekan we example. Ako wi akokoba. Ame ya cheno. Ya chene di ko jina court no ne yonko judge bi say wi akoko no ye mfa ho ne ba bi amrani gina wa wi akro no bi aye kro no mebo a. Am odansan wam. Enti onu so abrante no kase o ne kom na na de me. Edina me ko wi akokoro sen kam koton anya sika bi de aduane enti doman yin ka say sankrofo nyina no omra bonte no me ka say abanya o nyina because some of them their cases are utie obi case kwa police ni bi kwa de contract so ene edina koton sawam those people nyina no omra bonte no me ka say those people nyina no yenya hom. If that is what he want to say, then the law would just pardon people just like that, because there are certain things that case be and they say dear chire yenko police station yebo obi kwadu na obia na obia bo obi tuo police ni bia bo oba bi tuo wai o si wo gini 50,000 o se den se 5,000 o dum kumasi dum oba ote na no susu yem pardon no because na brand no he was emotionally oba na twinadi nti enyi no ana me bo
wanya broken heart
wanya broken heart nti enyi no si e kan sa minua Ghana ebetima tenem
dabi
Emra na say ya juma because debi no debi obi so ye citizen semra no na ye amende no a I was expecting him to wisely come out say bia Ghana mra no ye onkrofo bi omo nimdie e wo Ghana o betima be ye juma papa bi di abo oman no bo mo ti amano ne omkuta amano no krata di Ghana mo me anwene ho ni elevated the laws to make sure said if there is a serious constitutional amendments ye betima ya mra no etima favor omo ayebe. That is how nana be kasa nana okasa oye judge ya oka asem wanyansa asem tonkrofo aso esa na eso okasa enye say oba out there you start talking because you want to talk. No, because you are emotionally being pushed around by your paymasters to go and talk. No, you don't talk like that.
Now, what kind of paymasters?
No, but
I don't think he was speaking
politically. I nearly and me article be a mature area. Me say I nearly threw up when I take play me see form. I nearly threw up when I saw this man talking like that. Because no one can say on one casano. Sometimes I can Quebec say serial caller, and I'm sorry because everybody can't say me tia or two former on one hima crack as I say asmoke can and fuck on one hima. Eti yebesre. Say nye bibia na ohene o sorry na o kasa just because you want to talk. Okay. No, I said new die kakra ba wo yin ya due bu no ye penasem oye hene ohene pon a ye penasem ba o man ni die ni enyam sem kakra mrem woni obi nya adwene a eno nkire se wo de wo kanu ena ye nyansa sem asi ye nyina yefa because adena ena de man na areho ene se minua it borders on the law. Emrano so wasua mra ba be ye judge. Wonim Ghana mra se asuma si ni obenti wo ye say ya say na mra ne say no di. Now I take his stance prejudicing the decision a case in court wa obi anim say case kura o court wa ye nka ho asem and draw conclusion case o court kura na me amtie am ye layman kura me say case o court wa ye draw conclusion and pass a judgment. That is absolutely beyond the bounds of human reason. For Christ's sake, for him to prejudice the whole judgment and undermining the Supreme Court, justices at the Supreme Court, and Ghana Bar Association for the letter, but say the Casa Casayano, a idea, it's absolutely ridiculous. Omaba, I issue statement on. I mean, you did say Ghana Bar Association and Penny for Moshe and Renim for him Rasamson, Oman Bedini said, yes, because any idea for Quamuba Kura, Minia.
Yeah, but that was a bit brave. Say, what can I be brave? And yeah, that's it. A lot of education. I think you're brain in Tino, and the young shedder and call. Yeah, dear. Time a cry now, me expect you say you bet me a corner, ya quabrosa. And the messages be brave so na eba. Ejaba, Mezaka, Minya, come here, and Sana Masha say. At least in for 5 minutes be but the comments that are coming my main share 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 me ba sisi ya me fa nyumba community be firm na we kai we say nyame on November 25th and Heroes 9 Excellence Awards no basho enunti efi na ekro ya mesremo wa onim Ghana ni bia odi djuma shronko born home wedding or quine shronko so no sa baso bono. This is the time so be free a dinkram penny for na ya shase de nhwehwe mu egu akwan mu na fe ye ahwe na ebepa mu no ya bo nipakro na baso.
I think far when money come away, stay forever, never fade away. Babylon phone to me boom my babe. Grand to the top, did a day. The speedy up, say full punk, be no chale time, no day. Hey, and the power that be intimate, speedy time, no day. Hey, your tree sign, they be answer me, speedy time, no.
Yes, your tree sign, there be so a speedy time, no anyhow. Anunti. Over to my friend 917-340-7744. 917-340-7744. Either so be friend WhatsApp and number friend directly. Abeba na you know atwetwe nkomo. No 917-340-7744. Over to me a friend sisi a studio na wo de wadwenkyere aba. And you know Ernest Owusu Bempah. And atwetwe nkomo no mom hwein binum ehwen we YouTube see no comment na nche bia me ready so binum hwe your Facebook you know so enche me ready mo comment no binum so ehwen e Modern Ghana Radio Modern Ghana Force so yedam ase so na binum hwe your dinkra digi box no so channel 1 ho na obi ahwe ntimo amuti mu fie mu stores mu ejuma mu muti mo hwe no yedam nyina ase mo nkoso support your dinkra radio na bia so ebeso bekoso e de nepa e de abremo pa for number you see either WhatsApp or direct 917-340-7744 your pin number no e de to your pages ne so enunti ofra yensa ebe kan ne no atwetwe nkomo hyehyɛ
they be answer me speedy time no day for the Lord give me favor me wa airtime give me data.
I have a very long text message coming from a Jabba. What's say one? What's it? Theater of error. The comparison of Jachikwason and Adamu Sakande. James Jachikwason. One. James Jachikwason submitted his nomination form to the EC on 9th October 2020 as a Canadian citizen. James Jachikwason was called to EC to answer the petition brought against him as a Canadian citizen. James Jachikwason had applied for renunciation of his Canadian citizenship and awaiting the certificate. The renunciation certificate came on 26 November 2020, a day before the EC on the 27th November 2020. James Jachikwason went to EC office with renunciation certificate as a Ghanaian citizen 27 November. James Jachikwason won 2020 election as a Ghanaian citizen. James Jachikwason
or say he renounced his citizenship awaiting. He shouldn't even go there. Awaiting. Now no train has it come into being? Into what kind of logic is that?
But so
he should throw it to the marine.
He had it. He had it, bro. Night before.
Listen. Yes, you took all the passport. You took what train? With the passport, not to passport to my no immigration say ubezo to kwaya. who will allow you to go? Emra. Once you have not renounced and received any church or renounce your citizenship as a Canadian citizen, what they are tomb, what they are say Dachin Kabia, Missy Ghana or China, Minyanko ya say Ghana. Well, does that make sense to you? It's absolutely ridiculous. In Tiano, it doesn't make sense. We all know the timing and the date, but it's the law. And until make us Emrano Supreme Justices of the Supreme Court and they take that decision on Pamon free parliament. It's not me. You mumracha and an judge for me busao. Almost declare no persona non grata or court and so we are tackling the criminal aspect. Now we are dealing with the criminal aspect. So I don't want to prejudice anything in court. Let's wait for the justices of the Supreme Court to take their own decision. The High Court, sorry.
Okay, I have a message coming from the New York chapter chairman to you.
Yes, sir.
I'll say, Minia Kwame, congrats to you and the Dinkra Radio for winning the best radio station of the year from Ghana Entertainment Awards USA 2023. Thank you very much, boss. I'm monitoring the show and love Abua Papon's submissions, but let my brother Abua Papon know from now onwards, pass it on that it is an unwritten crime in the Big Apple for an appointee for the NPP government to report to New York without officially announcing his presence to the chapter.
Hey, chairman, but I'll make sure I report myself. Next week, I think I'll be here for 4 or 5 days before I leave, and I will definitely come and see you. The opposite in your Chairman, the opposite in your
control.
Yes,
that's right. Chairman, Mza Wasumwa, what to be said there, wa uboni kano, or so what into a free happy. And now we are now or before on say mudi ye atu ye. Big up yourself. Nana Joa actually mama for watching. We really appreciate. Paulina Santua is watching and she comes in with a message. Good job, OG. Welcome, my dear Abua Papon. You're the best. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, I see you are watching. Mr. Patrick Ewa lives here in USA. Oh, okay, you live in the USA. Okay, I happen to be in Ghana a lot. Okay. And you can call me Timo. Okay, thank you very much. I think sir, and Commander Dawson any day the normal no and come we are part one. Frank Bobby comes in Abua Papon wano atiampa Chim Kwa Onumbremu watching you from Cop City in the Bronx. Thank you, Frank Bobby. Welcome, my dear Abua Papon. Abua Papon now Joe fans
next week me no better say yenko ye pese yenuanom
yenkon records by records.
Yes, it is very important sector we me ba me ne chairman e beba me ne chairman
chapter chairman e beba
it is a Saturday my be 2-3 hours
my be 2 hours
me bie mu na me nkyerɛ ye ko education sector na ye de esunsunsanso atodwa ni ya mo hunu achievement ni ye de NDC de compare de omo ye any the you are near health sector.
Tell you, me pen this in my how no should be a record.
Oh, we are not in about records are records.
No.
Me Ghana brand me.
Who do the now no should
I don't want to do that. I want to just present my facts.
Now, so who present facts no be challenge facts now.
Oh, that's why you are a media person. Okay. That's why you are a media person. Do your research and come.
I would like to have those because those documents
most
ahead
of
of time.
Most of the yes, of course. They will tell me the areas that you want to ask me. Because most of the time, no serious political programs be gonna be, and I go for one-on-one on behalf of the MPP. I can show you the videotapes of some of the TV stations and radio stations that we go one-on-one. Homo communication officer Samir Jemfi goes on one-on-one. I go on other TV stations, the same platform, one-on-one. And it's very important that you have time to be able to explain your issues. It shouldn't be banter. Issues and facts. And I'm better on top of my head, my mount facts. So obit my playback all the things that I've said. Go and do your checks and see say as I'm kind. Yeah, you come back.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for that opportunity. Priscilla Nanekria Konedu, thank you for watching. Mr. Kwame Ejaba. Ejaba, I hope so. TSM read your message, you know. And Mr. Owusu Bempah say or no nya drink ewo and unti wa refute ewo. Okay. So obechi ankrofo asane asori honorable.
Oh, mechia mikromufo asante achimfo nyina yenuanom mo ha Ghana fo nyina mo ye adwumaden ene abusuafo a mo wa chichi ne abenche asante achimfo de mechia mo pa. Miwia na maba menuanom ne abusuafo ana afi nsusu no mechia MPP Amanyoko chairman mechia vice chairman and communication directorate of the party UK US branch and afi nsusu no mechia women's wing
Paulina
and party no intro no ne ntwa so nyina obi biara Obuama MPP Amanyoko jina ne naso. And of course, your friends on more the other side, anyone when DC for us, your child in the sense that they should learn because they are going to remain in opposition for the next 8 years. So yeah, bomb umpire so mon a credible opposition. Ahwodin wom no betima keep we on our toes going forward. May that Mr. Dramana Thompson yere and so mechiano bebre medasi.
So yeah, that's ya to yen safra on our bar now a better semu actually and then din komo yan challenge na nyame
that's what I want.
Next week
challenge challenge and say
challenges.
Send you buy all the challenge by, but I diffuse the challenge.
And my challenge
no media all the baza one here one prepare who party na me betra na ubusa question no ubusa question here one here me go any masi
sana me
enti endie oba boa ho pa ye because on top of my head me buy me the book me buy I just took a pen from you and I'm a mount
back to back.
Yes, enti se me bana betra na me di mama to manim dia. I'm sorry. You have to get yourself ready. Tell me the areas that you are interested. Na yen discuss it because MPP you transparent government. Unim say any abaya yetimi pass freedom to information bill. NDC for better so many years. And they open information or baby obura buying headquarters baby obetmenya information now they are freedom to information bill. It's here ya ban you transparent. We are not saying say we are saints. Tio, but uswansu na swansa. Udie mudu. This is how we are going to go in 2024. 2024 ni yedi nyoma beto Ghana yebefa Ghana ban na muda sumu ene muda nkane mu nokura na nokure ye ka se Ghana nkwala ebeko school free ene Ghana nkwala say na go school free over 4 million Ghanaians have benefited from free SHS ene akola bia mkoto no akonfudi kurobi e ho e frɛ Kano kurum akola na ba be Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology oba be engineering. That is what America stands for. Into mu amuti America akwade mu na ese mu mama ni GMPP abano because you in particular because liberty and democracy is what is enshrined fundamental human right of the ordinary Ghanaian or ordinary person, individual. Millennium goals are all so make sure so you have access to education. When you buy all my me Ghana sika or the koyen confirm e ma bi tutu ko Burkina Faso.
I think say we ya pon for ene.
Enti me kan ba be sia asem so say if a government or buy no wa she bo say obema Ghana akola bi akọ school free na indeed or buy waye na wa want to ban you be gina che say o nkwala no kra ye mo aduane o mo kwa o mo de da o mo ha dan o ba bi ni ade ade a. It doesn't change anything. The policy was a promise. And was the promise addressed or it was it able to do the promise? And I say, oh, and once them
yes, so now yes, so
in America almost started free education, you know, what they went through before America became what it is today. 200 years of democracy. I mean, we should not toy with it. It doesn't matter.
It matters.
The ordinary Ghanaian has benefited. The ordinary Ghanaian has benefited. 4.2 million kids are in school benefiting. Uye obi a wo maame ton kokko ne nkate e wa Abreport Junction no ton ntoma e no de wo ba bia ko school a na free SHS baaye efie ni mu nyina na obi anko secondary school da since independent na Kufu Addo Adawroma yanya mmaba wa mienu ni mrantie mienu matima ko school a omawie university a you think it's not a big deal. You think say challenges in Kitty, we should take that challenges and leave the bigger picture. Is that what you are telling me?
That's not what we are saying.
No, so what are you saying?
What we are saying.
So what are you saying? America started here. There was a time American democracy.
If
Let
it
me tell
must
you,
be done.
American democracy. May read the American democracy, baby out. Women were not allowed to vote some time back in American political history. But through gradual intellectual discourse and democratic dynamics. And a ma have a right to the extent say nay freedom of grab bar to the extent say freedom has go to the level like just women have too much right. That is how we build democracy. You are building gradually. It is a government, you know, omo betena so PNDC aban, wa betena so, omo diaman so since independence aban bia no we di Ghana so chen PNDC ni NDC aban. Say if anybody had the right to transform this country, it could have been nobody than the NDC. So what are we talking about here? Almost need moral right whatsoever to criticize any government in this country. And we are going out there to explain to the ordinary Ghanaian, say MPP is the only political party I transform. Okohe Buzia timer. Buzia started rural electrification and rural development. Never no and 2 years development or the buy in the rural areas. Oba J Kufuor MPP ba Bemu J Kufuor 8 years. Now they compare NDC 8 years. Total failure. And everybody sees anytime be MPP bebebia and neya menam here me call Times Square me wie kra me call Times Square akoto ade me to ade buza me ID me yi me Ghana card om de shame afa first time in the history ordinary Ghanaian you can boast of a digital card share your identity as a Ghanaian and you are telling me say government obi abetra so many years ofori pencil revolution time want me and produce even a common identity as a Ghanaian, and you are telling me say these people are better than MPP. Ghana for etoje mwara.
Mr. Owusu Bempah.
Mr. Medasi.
Medasi ya den komo ni na besia. Medasi ya free na obaye. Nyame ya do me be sense for part 2 no. Ani ya banta. Ya be share free the aftermath of IMF.
And I make say o mami hunu time one.
Mate be din komo.
Yeah. Then I will just give you the heads up and then we take it from there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, where Mr. Owusu Bempah abua papon and any twitching and common no and I think sir and common no be akumpa. Madam Tina Sapon made us say my home message no I go to the real say good job MCOG. Thank you, I appreciate that. And God bless you for staying tuned with us. I may like to sign out here and catch you next time. Sunday is the Dinkra Showbiz. Catch you live as we have time to interview the various aspirants for the Africa Most Beautiful Beauty Pageancy. I say July 29th is the D night. When I will say Mano the grand style of the competition over New Jersey. Na bo say yes and mama air coso kama it is sure mo munya mo take it for Ambuza 2023 no mo start here na mo call the website mo call Eventbrite mo benya bi so na mo call ambuza.com so ana.org mo benya ticket no ebi yes ofre Dinkra studio so a on sabe kan wo ticket na watimi edo ho abehye mo abehwe bi no promoting African or Ghana's culture through beauty pageancy. Medashi Bebre, my name remains the same, the microphone president.
Blessings from the Mustard. I pick it.